Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tom Shue here, and today we've got a package. And on the title, I'm sure you already know what it is, but had to have it covered up because I couldn't get into it till today. I did cut the straps and take a peek, but today I'm going to unbox it, and maybe you guys can take a look and see what we got going on here. So, what do we have here? Guess they wanted everyone to know it's 2017. So they put some 2017 stickers on the boxes. Anyways, we have a Woodlands mill. We have a HM126. Now, it did arrive to me yesterday, and I popped the bands and looked inside the box. So, I'm sure if you guys are interested in this mill, you've already looked at how other people's videos are. Your bill of ladings on the outside here where it came from. See if we can get this thing off by myself. It's gonna be a little tricky. It's not destroying the box. We looked at quite a few mills before we bought this one. We looked at the Harbor Freight. We looked at some videos on the 120, which is I guess what the Harbor Freight knocked off. And we decided that the 126 was worth the investment. Now I was late to the game because I guess they just raised the prices up this year, and we had to borrow a little extra money from the bank. Actually, we got it all paid off. We paid back the money that we borrowed, but anyways, we had to pay a little extra to get the 126. Getting money together at the last minute is kind of funny sometimes when you work on your own. You're not employed by somebody. So anyways, the freight is made, the container is made out of angle iron, which we could use for some project later on. Let's get rid of that. I went out and bought some railroad ties. You can't see them. They're behind there on the ground. And I cut them up into 36-inch lengths for the track. Now the 120 doesn't have the leveling feet, but the 126 does. So that's one of the reasons why I like this one better. So the crate has got cardboard slipped in on each side. Let me move this out of the way here. Let's work on this end, guys. Safety first. This is an OSHA regulated job site. Not. Basically, there's a bunch of boxes in here with track pieces, a bunch of heavy boxes. Guess the box wasn't quite big enough for this piece. It busted through. I can see some of the carriage pieces here, all bubble wrapped together. Start laying this stuff out here. Inspecting everything. It's pretty heavy duty. It's all end capped. It's not open. This end's open. I guess that's about I would say 1/8 of an inch thick 2x2 steel. Looks like it's been galvanized or nickel plated or something. Let's look inside these boxes. See what's in each one of these babies here. Okay, so this is the front plate of the carriage, and it looks like the little shut-off valve for the lubricant. So that's what comes in this box. Has another cross piece. Oh, it's got a tape measure here and a bracket and a couple knobs. I guess you cinch stuff down with those. So let me take this stuff out, put the carriage back in until we're ready for that part. This is pretty heavy duty. This is about a 1/4 inch thick steel plate. It's all welded and painted nice. I don't know if it's powder coated. I would be surprised that if it is. It's probably just enamel painted. Anyways, we'll put a cover on this saw. We're gonna build a trailer for it, but for now I'm gonna put it on blocks to get it going because I want to use it. And the trailer's a couple weeks away, at least. I priced out my material and with the wheels and axles for a 16-foot long trailer by about 4 feet wide. So it'll cost me around $400. So that's what it's going to cost me. I've seen somebody had one built for $2,000 on the forum, but we're going to do ours for quite a bit less. Okay, what we have in here is the lubricant tank. That's pretty nice. It is made out of aluminum and looks like they MIG welded the brackets and stuff on it. Hopefully vibration won't take the tabs off because it's not isolated. It's got a nice little bung on it and a cap. Pretty nice. All right, so this looks like the actual lubrication tubing with the tank. Put that over here. All right, we got some pulley rods. This is for the cable system to raise it up and down. It's got some carabiners welded to a piece of threaded rod, and it's got a crank handle. So this is a proven design. Looks like the stuff they say works, so we're gonna try it. I'm excited to use it because I've seen a lot of people have some great results with it. And this looks like the top of the carriage. Did have a little bit of rub marks where you got some bare metal here. I hit it with some touch-up paint so it doesn't rust. A little bit of bare metal there. But this is the top of the carriage where you actually grab it and bolt it or chain it up and lift it onto your track and off your track after it's fully assembled. So that's this part. It does come with a nice Kohler motor. I do notice that there's no gas cap on it, on the tank. It's kind of a piece of tape over it. That's not good. Should be shipped with a gas cap so nothing gets in there. Let's move this box. This thing's real heavy. I was venture to guess that this one is track components. we go. Let's see here. There we go. Be careful, this strapping could stab you in the face trying to unload, so be careful. This big giant fiber nut didn't fit the box, so they just busted it through or whatever. Bend with your leg. Oh, that feels heavy. All right. Kohler Command Pro. They're supposed to be good motors. Beats that Harbor Freight motor, that's for sure. I mean, I'm sure it's made in China, but I've noticed when you buy things in China, that doesn't mean they're all junk, because there's a lot of nice things made in China. They build to whatever the tolerances are of your project. Like iPad, for example, all Apple stuff's built in China. And boy, when they have to start paying that Trump tariff taxes, you're gonna see a lot of these companies' prices go way up, guys. All right, so these are the side brackets for the carriage, the actual two rollers. I don't know if they're both in one box or two. Yeah, it looks like they're both in there. Man, I wish they would box it better, because this thing looks like it's been drug across the floor. This was actually drug across the floor before they put it in the box, because there's no damage on top of the box. I mean, they spend all the time to make it parts nice. Why not take care of them? I mean, the edges of the paint, I mean, it's all scuffed up, guys. You can't see it on the video, but I mean, it's supposed to be new. It's got a lot of scratches and stuff on it. You know, I know it's going to get used, but I want to put the scratches in it, you know what I'm saying? So that's one carriage piece. Let me set this one over here. Let's get the other carriage piece out. Again, scratched up. What did I expect it to be different? Woodland, you should get on those people and talk about QC, as if that makes the price of the mill go up, to make sure that they go from the paint station to the shipping area, the boxing area, the assembly area, or whatever it is where they put these bolts on. For them to be careful with the product. It's just a QC issue, it has nothing to do with costs. QC stands for quality control, in case you guys don't know. I got this nut hung up in there. There we go. Again, the whole edge looks like it's just been like drug across the concrete floor, a rough concrete floor, and chipped down to the metal here and there. Maybe I'm nitpicking and maybe I'm too picky. When you spend over $3,000 for a saw mill, you'd expect it to not be that way. At least I expect it to be in like new condition. All right, let's move this one over here. Matter of fact, let's look at this bill of lading and see what we paid for this thing to the exact penny. I think it'll be on here. No, it just has the weight. HM126, quantity, sawmill, 850 pounds. Sold to Norwood Mills, Inc. Huh. Sold to, shipped to. So this looks like it was drop shipped. Customer number Woodland. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but Woodland represents that they buy it. So I guess they got a building in Kenmore Avenue, Building 5, Buffalo, New York. Woodland Mills Incorporated, 2321 Kenmore Avenue, Building 5. We'll save that. we got another little box here. Let's take a peek at that box. This looks like a bunch of pulley pieces and all the bolts to assemble it. Some more cable pulleys to adjust the height of the carriage. Bunch of bolts. 14 millimeters, all metric. Did I expect it to be American? Nope, metric. 4 millimeter. Some fiber nuts. I don't know what these are called, some kind of clamp downs, and a bunch of fender washers. Alright, so let's keep all the hardware together. The instructions for your mill are inside of a tube on the back of the mill. So if you undo this little black tube here, which is kind of nice. Comes with some safety glasses. Yeah, I need safety glasses. Pair of gloves. Oh, let's see here. Pair of gloves it comes with. Some earplugs. Oh, a nice manual. It's not just like a printed PDF or something. It's a pretty nice manual. And looks like the motor manual. Yeah, Kohler command. Well, that's a lot of stuff to fit in that tube. So you get an owner's manual and the motor. So let's take a look at this manual for a second here. Oh, it's 2017 HM126. Brand new one, so I guess any of the latest and greatest revisions on this thing are on this mill, if there are any. I don't know. It does have addendums. Please note that on page 19 it reads this way. Please note on 29 it reads this way. And it's saying this part's no longer exist or something like that. So it does show you how to build it. And this is your owner's manual and assembly manual. So we'll keep that with the hardware for now. Set that on the ground. And remember, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate that you do. And if you see ads at the beginning, go ahead and watch them for 30 seconds, because that's how YouTube gives us revenue. And it's not much, but every penny counts when you're on a homestead to keep these videos coming and give a little bit of funds for projects like these sawmills and stuff. We rely on a little bit of that income. It's not a lot. I only have just under 6,000 subscribers at this point. Hopefully it'll go up. I'd like to end up with 100,000 subscribers sometime in the next couple years. I don't know if it's possible. I'm a pretty boring person. These young guys with all these video games and kill them up, shoot them up games is more interesting to people than people doing homesteading work, it looks like. However, there are some great YouTube channels that do homesteading, like Wrangler Star. He's fantastic. He does lots of cool stuff, and he's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I don't know how long he's been doing YouTube, but it's been a long time. These look like the vertical pieces for the carriage. More 2x2s. Let's set this down here. And hop back up here. See what we got. Looks like the push handle. I guess where the throttle could be. I think that's what this might be. Set this down here. So the main saw head's all together. Got some Teflon kind of bushings that keeps everything square, it looks like. That looks replaceable if you pull these 4 screws off. You can replace your Teflon insert, I guess, if you get a lot of slop in it. yeah, these boxes look big and heavy. Let's see here. I don't know if I'm gonna get them out like this. Might have to get on the ground to lift one of these babies up. Yep, they're not gonna lift up like that. Let's see here. If I can further make a fool of myself on this video. Like I don't know there's an edit button or something, huh? Alright. Let's leave that on for now. If I can just get my hand underneath of the box, I'll be able to lift it. All right, these must be the tracks. All right, I should be able to push it out this way and get a hold of it. I guarantee that's over a couple 100 pounds. I'm probably just gonna have to get these out one by one. Let's cut some tape here. Since I'm trying to manhandle it, which I normally try to do. Boy, it's getting chilly out here. My nose is getting sniffly. All right, so big heavy hardware, lots of heavy hardware. Okay guys, the camera cut off. You can only do 15 minutes of video on a DSLR. Anyways, I'm rolling again, and I did unload both of these boxes, and I'll tell you exactly what's in each one of these boxes. The two long boxes that come in. The first box will give you 3 pieces of track, 2 dogs, 2 boxes of hardware. I shouldn't say 2 dogs, 2 bed rails, these 2 right here. Okay, that's what comes in the first box. Okay, the big bolts, hardware, the feet. And in the second box, you'll get your 3 bed pieces that have the actual dogs in the back that keep the logs from rolling off. The dogs will be included, long and short ones. That third box of hardware, it looks like it's got some pins in it. It says 2 of 3, but yeah, and some plates. And yeah, inside one of those bed pieces is the lock dog, the actual locking clamp for the front of the log, the one that attaches to this cross brace. That also comes in that box. The only thing left in the box is the motor and the band piece. Now it does have a cable here in the front to lower it and raise it and all that stuff attached. Everything seems to be installed with the motor. The throttle cable needs to be put in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install, based on the instructions, the head piece that gives me the 2 bolt latches, and I'm just going to lift this whole thing off the trailer as one piece, if I can build it inside of the crate. This thing's really heavy, and getting it out of the crate is not going to be a simple task of a one-man job. You're either going to have to use some kind of come along and a chain or a tractor or something, because it's really heavy, guys. So that's it for the unboxing of the Woodland Mills HM126. I don't usually ask this in my videos, but I need to start asking this. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. It helps us out a lot. And share the videos if you thought it was entertaining. I appreciate it. So until next time, guys, I'm going to be signing out, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.